Well, we got a little Zero Hedge article about commercial real estate in Europe. So, may sound shocking, but may not. And actually, it's from Wolf Street. I'm going to go straight over to Wolf Street and read it. U.S. Commercial real estate prices plunged in April. Mall prices collapsed. And where was the other one? The state of the American debt slaves. Collapse of labor market. Fed cuts QE money. Where's it at? Where's that one? Service sector falls off cliff in the Eurozone. Manufacturing not far behind. Is that it? There it is. Commercial real estate already gets hit in Europe. Prices for retail properties plunge. Office prices sink. Wide bid-to-ask spread points to lower values going forward. It just is getting started. By Wolf Richter of Wolf Street. I don't know what it is about these bottles, but when I talk, it just echoes. Even though it's not over here, it's like over here. I can just slightly hear it echoing because I got the lid off the dang thing. Let's just go ahead and finish this. Lakewood Organic. It's organic. I know you feel it. It's organic. Over the past few years, the various sectors of commercial real estate have split into different trajectories, with some property prices, such as industrial and office, rising to new highs, and with retail properties dropping further and further. Then came the issues surrounding COVID and the lockdowns. The trajectories suddenly turned into the same direction. Down for all, but to different degrees. Some sectors barely ticking down, and other sectors dropping more sharply, and retail properties plunged. Here is a first taste of the dynamics in Europe, where the lockdown started earlier than in the U.S. In Italy, lockdown started on February 21st, nearly a month before the first local lockdown in the U.S., the San Francisco Bay Area. Speaking of Italy, they had a little parliamentary meeting recently, and there's one member of parliament who was blowing his gasket over COVID, calling it a fraud, like live on TV, basically. Wow, amazing. So retail properties down 15.1%. So this is according to the Green Street Pan-European Commercial Property Price Index, which tracks prices of retail properties in the 25 most liquid real estate markets in Europe. All three sub-indices dropped in April from March, but prices of retail properties plunged during the month. Retail down 15.1%, office properties 6.6%, and industrial just down to 0.7%. That's kind of interesting, but there was another article that caught my eye when I was looking for that first article, and it's related. U.S. commercial real estate prices plunged in April. Mall prices collapsed. Tenants collapsing one after the other without replacement has a pernicious impact on property prices. Before Corona Shmona, some segments of commercial real estate, CRE, were red hot. Others were hanging in there or declining. And one sector, malls, has been in deep trouble since 2016, with prices plunging. Then came the lockdowns. Property prices in every CRE segment fell in April, even those that were red hot. And prices of mall properties got crushed. The overall commercial property price index, CPPI, by Green Street Advisors has peaked in the period of November 2019 through January 2020. As I'm reading you this, something's telling me, Joe, go look up the old web bots. Start scanning for the word mall or malls. Like, I feel like there's going to be some data in one of these old web reports about the collapsing mall thing. Because I could have sworn, I could have sworn there was something about empty malls and people taking over. And, God, I'm going to have to go look for this. Prices of malls collapse. All CRE sectors get hit. The sub-index of the CPPI for malls collapsed by 20% in April from March and is down 33% over the past 12 months. The index had peaked in 2016 and has since swooned by 45%. It's by far the worst performing sector of the CCPI. Now, if you had Bitcoin back in 2016, I'd like to just tell you what you could have got it for. Today's price is $8,600, by the way. Digibyte was 17.5 cents. Keep going down, baby. J Snip, some of his peeps are in a trade right now. We need some cheaper. Digi, still 17.5, which is 1.75, 17.5 cents, or 1.7 cents, excuse me. We want it to go down to a specific point before we jump back in. Anyways, Bitcoin. Bitcoin 2016, starting with January, $430. And this would have been when Cliff High started talking about 430 or 420, 408 to 428. It's going to happen 3 times. You'll never see that price ever again for Bitcoin. And that pretty much is what happened. That's kind of what happened. How would you like some $400 or $500 even? Just cut it even at $500. How would you like some $500 Bitcoin right now? That's worth $8,600. That's many multiples, my friend. Meanwhile, commercial real estate, mall garbage is down 45%. Get the F out of here. I'm going to go ahead and cut this one now because I kind of want to go find the Webbot report that talks about malls, if you don't mind. Talk to you in a minute.